God damn. After the stresses of the wasteland, and after, like, walking through the wilderness and getting shot at and attacked and zapped from across the map and chased and killed, and this music on a Friday, it's like manna from heaven. I think every game should have a pleasant sort of acoustic soundtrack. It's beautiful. I mean, on that topic, we've got to calm down today. Last few days I've been sort of falling off stream at the end because of either incredibly tense conversation or just utter chaos in Fallout. So today, let's have a nice, calm, relaxing stream. Mindright, Kitten, welcome to the stream. I hope you're both well. We're only allowed 5 people in this one. So that's Kitten, Mindright, and Chaz. We're only allowed 2 more. Anybody else is banned. What do you mean you calm down? I am calm. Razors, that's 4. We're only allowed 1 more spot. I don't know, Mindright. It depends how... Oh, there's Santa, there's Gwynblade, that's 7. Fuck this.
Everybody knows 40 is the new 30, right? But the police officer giving me a speeding ticket couldn't be persuaded.
Santa, thank you for the bits and welcome to the stream. And Mindright?
Flop.
Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the 22 months, Mindright. Almost a year, imagine. I appreciate it, Mindright, as always. Thank you very much for the sub. Enjoy no ads. I don't know if I'm going to finish it today or not. I assume that the last 2 levels are going to be more difficult than anything we've faced, right? But there is, again, only 2. So if we're good, maybe. If not, we might be back at this next week. But My Summer Car is the game that is coming up. So, a very, 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 very intricate mechanics simulator next.
Went into the guitar shop earlier and the guy said he liked my shirt. I said, thanks, I bought it myself. What a fanny.
Wait, that's a true story, right? That's not a joke, that's real. Siddles, welcome to the stream as well. Mindrake, thank you very much for the sub. Chaz, welcome to the stream. Razor, welcome to the stream. Gwynblade, welcome to the stream. Listen how calm it is. We don't have to worry today about supermutants. Oh, it's this level. Pretty good. Ooh, it's his first view of this level. Ooh. Right, boys and girls, welcome to Polybridge. This might be the last stream. It might be... There might be 7 of them left. We might get hard stuck. But there is this button up here, which takes us through all the levels that we have done under budget and unbreaking throughout the entire campaign of the game, and we now have acceleration and double duty left. 2 levels I've not even looked at yet. You know what I mean? We're nearly there. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Good afternoon / good morning. Are we ready? And I still haven't pressed the tutorials button for the record. What's my rankings mean? What's all this? Oh, that's pretty cool. Wait, what? Why 107 are not listed? Why is there some of them that are unfinished? World 1 level 7 and World 3 level 5. What? 1 7 and 3 5. Why are they unlisted? Look. Level completed under budget and unbreaking. Like, what's wrong with this? Streamer trying to skip out on doing levels. Hang on a minute. Yeah, before we actually go in, let me just test whether or not I've fucking broken something. I smell laggy. Maybe, let me just complete it. Maybe I went in and started tinkering and then didn't finish the level. So let me just... These are, if you're just joining, these are all the levels. There's something wrong with the leaderboards. Oh, I've got red Chaz. Stop masquerading as Chris, man, Chaz. I remember when the levels were this basic. I remember. So if I let this complete at 9%, then go to the next level. Hey, Razor! Check that out! Razor already mentioned this level earlier. Alright, let's have one more look. Is this the level you were referring to, Razor? That's a coincidence. Alright, so if I now go to the Worlds menu, and then have a look at my rankings. Oh, okay. Right, so 1-7. So what I must have done is gone back in, tinkered with it, not beat it, and then it was my current bridge. So let me just have this finish. It was exactly that one. Weird. Can you blame him for wanting to be Chris Man? Absolutely not. I can't help it. I want to know what it feels like to be cool. None of us can be as cool as Chris Man. Top 7. Okay, so then if I go to next level, worlds, my rankings. There it is. Look at that. There's only 2 left to beat. Is there anything above? What's the highest on here? 24. That's current highest. There's got to be some lower down, right? 63%. What the fuck was wrong with that one? See, this final world I did quite well on. 69%. Is 69% really the highest? God damn it. I wouldn't blame him if he wanted to be Chris Man either. No, right? Chaz in his Chris Man outfit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the last 2 levels we have to complete. This is the penultimate level, and it is called Acceleration. This looks like a stunts level. So car 1 has to get star 1 and finish there. Car 2 has to get star 2 and finish there. And car 3 has to finish... Well, quite a big budget. Look at Chris Man in his Chris Man outfit.
To wake up hungover with a headache to this flattery is uncalled for. Being cool isn't all it's cracked up to be. But having Stubbler wrapped around your finger is worth it, I suppose.
Chris Man.
Beak beach.
Chris Man, welcome to the stream. Good morning. Ooh, I just looked at OBS and noticed that there's a 40 there. Chris Man, Sothan, good morning. Good morning, Ingrid, says Sothan. Thank you, Sothan. I've just started this level, I've not even put a single bit of road down. I am assuming this level is all about, as the title suggests, acceleration. Did you actually just... Did you two make the same joke at the same time, or did Sothan try and elaborate and fucked it up because Markdown screwed him? Because it's not Markdown in Twitch, Sothan. Oh, I see, you was expanding on Chris Man's joke. You need to type /ML space, then whatever you write in Sothan. /ML space, then whatever you're writing for italics. So, do I need to build a ramp? Hang on a minute. I need to build something to catch, right? But then I also need to build...
//////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////////
that down. I was just trying to be sassy and I ended up with the wrong information. That sounds like me. Let me... So, if that cat doesn't have the acceleration, it'll land down here and grab that. This one's got slightly more acceleration, which will grab that. And then this one's got big bum acceleration, which will grab that, right? I think. Is this how this works? But obviously I need this one to land on some platform up top. I've already used 15 of the 40 roads. Cheeky, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the perfect description of Sothan. Bybie, welcome to the stream as well. How are we both? I've just started this level and I'm trying to work out what I need to do. Does this look about right? Do you think this is an idea that's worth expanding on? And then obviously a bridge up here to catch the big bum one. Whereas these two just drop down. But this is going to have to be springs as fuck. We used to love each other. You built me a sex veranda. I do love you, Sothan. I just like to treat you bad so you stay with me. Well, I will try it, of course. What I'm asking is, do you think this is something that looks like it might have a potential to work? God, I love the music in this game. Holy shit. Treat him mean to keep him keen, precisely. I mean, I've got 100,000 budget, so it's not too difficult. It's not... What do we have? What, in terms of budget, baby? I'm not keen. I'm so thin and you're a bastard. Does that work? I had a feeling it might pull itself apart. Because of course. R is the auto-triangulate, because that makes sense. Have I got cables and shit? Yeah. Springs too, which might help. I'm going ridiculously expensive on purpose, just to try and hold this thing from breaking. Yeah, I guess it puts far too much pressure on this bit. I don't think reinforced roads are going to help me in this one, are they? Oh. Wait, this is... Why did I think that was going to work? That was always going to pull forward, right? How about some of those large rope arches? I like how Chaz has become like a zealot for the tension-based rope arch thing. Another thing Razor mentioned earlier. I'm not keen, I'm so thin, you're a bastard. So I've spent 50% of the budget already. It could be better. I wonder if the way I do this then is... Let me delete all of that. Delete that. I wonder if... I delete that. I can move shit now, apparently. How do you move? What was the... Move, hold shift, and then I just go... Wait, what? I just wanted to move everything I'd grabbed. Why would you not let me game? Fine, game. I'll copy it, and I'll paste it over here someplace. Then I'll delete that. And then I'll pick it up again, and I'll copy it, I'll paste it over here. Fuck you, game. I know your lies. So now, it's not reaching out as far. Razor the All-Knowing. You did basically describe the first level we'll be playing today, Razor, and I don't understand. This is using far too much RUD. But again, proof of concept, right? We don't have to worry about budgets, we don't have to worry about anything. For now. Thought you beat this game last Friday. No, I beat a very difficult level, Dougie. Dougie, welcome to the stream. That was always going to pull itself to pieces, right? This is going to be hard, actually. Unless... I've got 2 levels left, though, Dougie, yeah. Like Sothen says. Would that work just for this? I guess no matter what happens, it's pushing too much in that direction. This is going to be... This is going to be tough. Dougie, good morning. So what is the goal? So car 1 has to hit star 1 and then land up there. Car 2 has to hit star 2 and land there. And car 3, obviously with more momentum, can go and maybe land up top here someplace. And then, like, drive into thingy 3. Satan, good afternoon. Second to last level, Satan. Scraping this. Oh, I thought for a second you said I'm scrapping this game because it's quite tiresome.
Come
so,
on,
right,
oranges, you can do this. Owls can rotate their necks 270 degrees. A blood pooling system collects blood to power their brains and eyes when neck movement cuts off circulation.
I feel weirdly inspired. Gwynblade, thank you for the bits. Thanks, Gwynblade, says Sothen. I'm already bubbling to see what Luna does with this one, I know, right? My brain can't handle this right now, I leave it in your hands. Razor was saying the same earlier, he's like... The weird thing is people... What I don't like about this game is that people mentally check out and leave it to Stubbler to work it out. And it's like, what kind of fucking backwards universe are we living in it with Polybridge? Why have I been the trusted expert on this? Yeah, I'll need to catch it at this side. I just need to work out... I think it's probably just a good wall brace. Unless... I think that maybe the strategy is to go straight with it. Like... And it's all about the length of the road at that point. So I can fill that in. I mean, springs would be would also work, because springs would mean that the pressure pushes this thing down. But I might be able to get away with just using the acceleration, as the level is called. That's a shit bridge, I understand, but let me just go mad with this. Because that puts a lot less pressure on it, look. And then it's all about the length of the road instead of anything else. See what I mean? But I think it might need to be curved. But if it's curved, it causes issues. I can't curve shit at the moment because the wood's the issue. So if it's curved, then it's slightly... You've got more sort of up and down.
Curve Johnson.
Wait. I've got a stupid idea. Can I go stupid early? Forget what I wrote. Roger. Because when this fall about and crash and burn and explode and all go wrong, we can blame the streamer. Here's a theory. What if I built a bridge?
Curved penis.
Is that your design brief, Bybee? Like what? Ignore this because this is it would be straight, but then it would go up like that. They'd all catch. Do you know what I mean? If I could get a ramp where they all go up and catch, and then I just have something up here that knocks this one onto like an upper platform. Does that make sense? Let me fill it in and show you what I'm... That was the wrong tool. If I fill this in with road... And then... Maybe delete all of that. And then fill that in with road. Go stupid, go early, go often. Is that what your proctologist told you, Mindray? Let me put the auto triangulator on, and then we'll build this. I'll build it out of steel just at the start. And then don't tell. And I was about to say don't tell Mina, but I'll go in early with an arch for this. All of that. Fill that in with that, and then like that, and then just ignore this is terrible. But does that hold itself up? This game looks fun. It is very highly what you're seeing, Dougie. The unfortunate thing is you're seeing the tail end of a game that has been getting gradually harder over the last 6 months or whatever. I just want to see if this theory works. Oh, brutal. Got hotels and plane completely sorted for the New York trip. Pretty good. I mean, what you're going to have to do is take a quick trip over while you're on the East Coast and see if Chris Mann's as beautiful in real life as he is on camera. How can I make this work? I think the budget's going to be the fucker here. All 3 cars have got the same stats. They have, Chaz, yeah, you can see, look, 23 meters per second, same acceleration, same horsepower. But they're starting from different positions, right? So they've got more acceleration. It's going to happen. There you go. Chris Mann's going to cook for you. You're making it more difficult than it needs to be. I probably am, but yeah, but I'm enjoying the idea of exploring it a little. I'm just testing out different ideas, right, before we stick with one. So I've got the idea of the ramp, and I've got the idea of catching and all that sort of stuff, but I like the idea of maybe seeing if this works too. I'm going to visit Sothan and see his sword collection. The best bit about the Sothan collects swords joke is that he actually had a sword in his garden earlier this year. In his garage, there we go. Yeah, maybe just reinforce road just to test, you're right. We've got the budget to test it, right? Because I'm assuming if I can get this... If I can get them up there... But it's always going to be too much strain on the road, right? I think the thing that I should probably build first... Like... I don't think about distance. Man, this game is way too detailed, isn't it, just? He got it for... He's got a sword in his garden for melting down. Why are you melting down your garage, sir? Then? Because I'm pissed. Not enough swords. Don't drink and swords. I just want to piss... Let me piss about for a little while before we start getting serious with it. How about that? So build it hanging rather than underneath. Well, I mean, I might actually listen to Chaz, because Chaz is a big fan of a specific type of bridge. Which looks a little bit something like... I keep having 18 ideas. Right, Stubbler, stop having ideas. Let me just build a simple truss. I just... Okay, let me just... This is unnecessary and it's messy, but I'm just testing something, so sure, but leave me alone. And then... Chaz, it's happening. I'm jelly, I only have one sword. I thought about getting more, but I'd only hurt myself. No, wait, I've done this bridge wrong. Stop. I get too excited on new levels, testing different theories. That was a lot of bullshit, did you see that? Cable space program. You're allowed to breed mink again after a few years in Denmark. Yeah, I think a lot of the world was surprised that that's a thing. Wasn't there some disease or something? I can't remember the controversy. Stubbler's going back to our roots. Back when budget didn't matter, remember? COVID mutations, was that it? Well, that's a better way of doing it. That's much cleaner. Alright, so I can copy that now. Yeah, it was like the first time we'd actually heard of... the virus spreading to animals, or it felt like the first major suspicion. I know, we were so young and in it. We wasn't so obsessed with budget, was we, back then? Simpler times. And then that to there and that to there. But it is still struggling. Maybe I need to... I think it bent because of that. Still bends. I don't know if I was I doing it to... I forgot my own method for this. What am I doing here? I fucked something up. I'm making a fool of myself. Was it fur farms? No, it was fur profit. I'd be lying if I said I never considered sharpening my decorative sword to play some homemade fruit ninja. It's called cooking cats. It has a name, that activity. Cats, Chaz. There you go, Chaz. It works. Every mink was killed because they were scared it would get dangerous and didn't have the law on their side. So it was a big scandal. Still surprised they will let them back. I was so young and innocent back in the days of the bullshit. Is that why you're on the FBI's list? Because of them bombs? No, no man should have that many pineapples, Mina. That's why they're suspicious. Now, from this position, which is I can get them across, but I need car 2. See, now I could maybe build that ramp that I was trying to build at the start, because we've got a cross. So what I'd need to do is, but this is going to have to take so much pain, isn't it, this bridge? Like, if I was to build a ramp there, I am assuming, which is probably accurate too, that this is just going to smash the second it hits it. So what happens if I just defers the brake elsewhere? Let's just keep replacing with steel until it works. Not smart enough to make bombs. Now hit things with sharp things I can do. Play to your strengths, Chaz, right? Alright, game, I understand. See, they all go far too high. See, even the second car's going too high. And it breaks anyway, I acknowledge. See, that's not bad. That isn't bad. If I could make this not break... Watch. So this car hits this. Oh, it just misses it, actually, but that one's perfect. So maybe if I lower it by a pixel... Not that fast, Kim. He hits. Okay, so now they're not going high enough. Did car 3 get up there? I never got a chance to, did it? Oh. Yeah, I'm not worried about landing at the moment, Bybie. I'm just trying to get them to hit their marks, so I know that this is working. Then we'll work on the landing, right? Still haven't healed from deleting those 2 pineapples the other day. Oof. Even though we were on a tall tale and we didn't need them, it was still painful to think that 2 pineapples were... Do you know what I mean? That they almost went into a bottomless void like them mangoes do outside the tavern. Pineapples eat you with bad enzymes and acidity. Yes, I think Bybie's a bit more allergic though. Rest in peace, the pineapples. So, this one still doesn't... So does number 2, they all just perfectly avoid their mark. Let me... I think if I can get this ramp to be perfect, then we can just work on getting them to land, because this guy nearly makes it as it is. Right, I want you to just... You bastard! Ah, man, this is tight, this. If I can get 2 and 3 to hit... I just need 3 to hit. I could mind, right? Yeah, I'm just trying to work on it with the current setup before we throw the baby out with the bathwater, if you know what I mean. Post-golf bullshit. I think Fall Guys, maybe, if Cats is up for it. We've got our GeoGuessr. It depends if Augur's around or whatever. Cellist, welcome to the stream. Hey, wait, Cellist, are you golfing? Cellist, by the way, congratulations. Cellist has completed his task of visiting 200 and how many, Cellist? 276 tubes, 272 tube stations in a single day. 272 tube stations in a day. Very impressive, Cellist. Congratulations. In 18 hours even, not even a full day. $272 plus 272 equals 666. And if you read that number backwards, that's the number of the devil. What are you trying to do here, Cellist? This might make the second card not hit 2, but make the third one do it. I just need you to go a tiny bit higher, second card, you fucking prick. I can speed this up now, can't I? 2 but not 3. 2 but not 3. So I'm just tweaking this so that the second car and the first car hit what they need to. How is this not... There's got to be a perfect angle. There it is. Okay, that's 2 and 3. Good, so that ramp should be fine. What I'm thinking of doing is having the tiniest bit of reinforced road, no, just road, stuck up there. So that slows one down, but doesn't slow the other. You see that? So I'm trying to get this to swing, just so it interrupts one but doesn't hit the other. Whereas that's hitting 2. Okay, that's impressive. This is number 79 out of 80, Scotty. Yeah, welcome to the stream. If I can get this done, we're at 79 out of 80, but currently we're at 78 out of 80. The number of the devil, ridiculous. It's TCP port for Doom by id Software. A game perfectly known to not have any demonic references, right? Scotty, welcome to the stream. Last night we had maybe, I think, one of my favourite Sea of Thieves sessions we've had as a community. Me and Scotty and Augur did what's called Bastard Night. And it was so good. We just raised Reapers and just went chopping, and fuck me was it fun. I wonder if I wrote that there. That does it. Alright, so this is how I'm going to get the desired effect, if I can just get this angle right. Because I only want it to hit, for the front car to hit it. Just to remove the tiniest bit of momentum from the front car. Help doing it off the back of a shitty bastard. It did, yeah, like, it was a pleasant comparison, right? If I make just this one steel, then it can take the brunt of the swing. Okay. That looked good, actually, watch. It breaks that, though, so I might need that to be steel. So the first cast, this car still doesn't hit the... Oh, because it gets hit up the back by the other car. That's annoying. So the worst thing that can happen is for the other car to hit the back of the front car. That's it. Alright, this is our bridge, if I can just get this to survive. That break in there's not good. This is going to be really expensive. But what does this do? That just breaks immediately because of the weight of that. Woof. Maybe to here? Turn that off. Oh, that looks good. But it's that, I'm surprised that cable is the thing that's snapping. Real men play over serial cable. Oh, that was a good stream title, Gwynblade. You've ruined that now. Spring on the lip end of the ramp. I think the ramp might be fixed, but I appreciate you said that a while back. So you really only need the bit on the left up to the ramp, right? So, yeah, I guess I could remove all of this, but then if I can just get the cars to catch here, then this bridge is fixed, right? This bridge is sorted. Maybe I just reduce some of the weight by using this anchor point. But I think it's this spike that's taking the brunt of the pressure. There, look. Alright, so this is starting to look better. We're not braking on road now, we're braking on... But I can remove all of this road mine, right, and replace it with steel. Okay, so where is it breaking? Let's just replace everything that breaks. Right, single syllable word, everybody. Single syllable word that's not sex related. Oh, is that what you meant? Bap. Perfect, Gwynblade. Perfect. So... Oh, we're nearly there! Fuck, stop breaking! And then, once it stops breaking, which I think it might be a bit of a stretch to get it to work, I'll carry on good morning. Yeah, that's a problem because they land on each other, right? This needs to be really well supported. Because there's a lot of pressure hits that piece of road all at once. Oh, you're nearly there! We're nearly there, we're nearly there. Make you cable. Then... I need a spring to here. Back with food that's inappropriate for breakfast. So then, you go on. I'm sure I'm not the only person that wants you to elaborate. Piece of road in there. Ladies and gentlemen, top 49% level, the second to last level has finished. Do you know what, Chaz? It was this bullshit that created the bridge. 99.4% max stress. Alright, as Mindright says, let's see if we can remove this, this. I don't know if road is actually stronger, Mindright, than wood. So this might make it... And that's just me, yeah. So these can be removed. It goes on a hamburger bun. Smashed garlic hamburger. Pussy. No, sorry, that was a bit too much. So then, relax, calm down. Alright, can I then potentially get rid of some reinforced road? We don't need to go as crazy with this bridge. Ooh. Wait, removing a piece of reinforced road there breaks it there. Okay. Are they stressed? Yeah. Yeah, they need to be steel. Well, that one does at least. Nice. Nice, 48%. Wood. I like this level, this was cool. Top 47%, I can make that up a bit of road, that probably doesn't need to be reinforced. Top 47, what am I supposed to go for? I don't know if I can get this bridge any cheaper though, frankly. So then, stop apologising. You're fine. Anybody else notice that Sothan's got a habit of apologising for stuff? Sorry. Maybe I don't need all this reinforced as much because I've got the ropes now. I do like that guy at the end. Maybe this doesn't need to be reinforced, it can just be normal road. Ooh, never mind. Good. Stop putting road in where there's... Another piece of steel removed. Apologising for apologising, so very meta. It's because Jay and I are besties. He forgives me for all my sins, so I have to make sure to apologise as often as possible to get the maximum benefit. So then, will you stop trying to min-max religion? Would 2 arches with wood be cheaper and durable than 1 with metal? I mean, I'm slowly working out. You mean these truss things on top and bottom, Chaz? I'm worried that I might not need a truss on the top or the bottom of one of these pieces. Definitely need one there. Okay, so they do need to be. What about that? No, that needs to be steel for a specific reason, right? Alright, these cables up here. Do you necessarily need to be steel? No. Okay, that's another chunk of budget off. 37%. Can you get away with being rope? No. Okay, fine. What about you if he's rope? Nice. That was a big one. 32%. Say it in so that you can be rope as well. Okay, fine. Do you know what? I'm happy with this. 37% on the penultimate level. It's not bad, right? It's alright, right? We alright with 37%? I could potentially beat the next level, the final level. And then we'll be on My Summer Car on Friday. Is there anybody that would like me to get better? No, so then I had a look earlier. One of them was 69%. It's already massively inconsistent. Can't wait for I was explaining it in Sea of Thieves earlier. I think My Summer Car is the best game ever to explain to somebody that doesn't know what My Summer Car is. Something else to watch all of. Yeah, and Razor said he was going to watch all the My Summer Car playthrough this weekend or whatever's on YouTube. Boys and girls, press 1 if you're happy with this bridge. Press 2 if you'd like to go cheaper. Sarthai, mind your language. Cheeky, I'm very sorry. Mindright's happy with the bridge. Kitten is happy with the bridge. Bybee is happy with the bridge. Sarthai is happy with the bridge. Then, ladies and gentlemen, the final bridge. Cheaper, please, because fuck you. Unfortunately, Santa and Sid, you've been outvoted. Shake, welcome to the stream. And he even puts his shit bucket in. Shake, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the 10 months as well, Shake. I appreciate it.
Less than 10.
Santa says less than 10. Unfortunately, Santa, the 2s are less than the 1s. Yeah, that works. Apparently, it's already Friday, Shake. It's true. I like that Shake's pop-up came up, and he had to wait for it to disappear before he realised what game was behind it. Shake, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for the 10 months. How are we? So then, this is not maths, you're fine. I want more worms, says Dougie. I tell you what though, Dougie, at the end of the year, there is, very similar to the Worm Olympics, there's a huge playoff for the last 55 points that will decide the year, called Final Week, between Christmas and New Year. There will be a day of worms in that. Welcome to the new followers as well, by the way. Shake, I appreciate the sub. Also, ladies and gentlemen, actually, Dougie, now you've said it, there's not going to be more new worms, but I have ready to release at the end of the stream. Remind me, actually, I'm going to get this ready. I have the highlights. I managed to get them less than an hour. The highlights of the 2022 Worm Olympics ready to release at the end of the stream. And it's good. I can honestly promise it's pretty good. Like, that was a good Worm Olympics, and it'll be out at the end of the stream. I hereby promise. I'm looking at it right now. So, sorry, yeah, that's a good segue, actually. Let me just leave that on screen. Then we'll have a look at Luna's level, and we'll get on with the finale. So that is... Open this. Don't listen to this. Good, that is sorted. Right, I'll release that at the end of the stream. I hereby promise. Cool, 32%, not too bad. I'm going to press this button right now. No, I did the wrong thing. Okay, I don't want to look at this level. I forgot to look at Luna's levels. Look, final level. We're back, going to YouTube. It's not out yet. It's not released. I'll be releasing it at the end of the fucking stream. Okay. Final look at the level. Then we'll move on to the next one. Can a royal die every week, please? I'd love Monday off again. Thanks. Yeah, but the greens are going to get a fat load of points, Shake. You've got to weigh this up. Like, you know what I mean? Just spoke to Luna. Thinks you're a bitch for not trying to get less than 10. You do realise Luna Camplin doesn't go for less than 10 either. Alright, let's sort by budget and let's see what everybody else did on this level. Well, first we'll have a look at what the good people did, but not the top 1%. We'll do the 2. Because the second page is where all the real heroes are. What is this? Why do they have sped up replays? I like how this is designed to catch without being many materials. What's this? That's tight, that's... I guess it's the same principle, right? But it's just with a lot less materials. Woof. 31,000. Is there anything that looks jazzy or different? Or are they all doing similar things? Yeah, it's all just a ramp at the right angle. Yeah, I guess there's not much that creative on this end of this. So let's go and see if we can spot Luna. Can you see Luna on this page anywhere? If it would fucking load, please, game. Thank you. I think I can spot Luna a mile away. Worst commute to work ever. Luna's about greater than 10,000. Less than 10,000. Luna's bridges are made from magic. And as my playing days as a mage, spells are expensive. You're trying to get less than 10. You try getting less than 10 with that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not Luna. I mean, it's amazing, whatever it is. That's just a huge counterweight, which is pulling various different... So there's a car there. There's a car there that did it the normal path, and then... Amazing. Okay, so if that's not Luna Camplin, then what is? That's not Luna Camplin either. That's why you're using a fishing pole as a weapon. Bryson? Where's Luna Camplin? What's the point if we can't find Luna's bridges? That's not Luna either. Luna, where are you? I feel lost and scared in a lunarless future. Hello? What's this one? That's brilliant. You got this thing here. I suppose I could have just done a bridge that went straight across once they'd got them all and it just went... But then again, my solution was a lot cleaner, right? Right. Anyway, if we can't find Luna, then fuck this game. Because there is bridges that Luna hasn't made, which I suppose is fine, but not for us. Super fans.
Quick, Mr. Streamer, find Luna. I have 2 minutes before I have to work.
Quick, find Luna. Because you couldn't afford magic powder, I like this narrative better. It's like Swiftu got summoned to a raid and he wasn't allowed to leave because they were a bit draconian with the rules. So he used his blacksmithing hammer on Vale and beat everybody on DPS. Swiftu on a rogue was something else. Right. Boys and girls, the final level of Polybridge 2. If we beat this level... If we beat this level... If we beat this level... Yeah, but he still beat all the other rogues and warriors, so then. If he was the only rogue, it'd be understandable, but he had to beat all the other prepared rogues and warriors. I don't like the look of that one hydraulic. Beat this level, and then we're in my summer car. Not today, but next week.
Monster Marbles?
I've got to beat the fucking level yet. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. This level, boys and girls, A looks confusing as dicks, and B is called double duty. So, both cars go across, then there's a hydraulic phase. Then the boat comes through. Then there's another hydraulic phase. No, then that car turns around? Oh, because that car's supposed to be going up there. Then this car... No, the taxi goes first. Oh my word. Get over and I'll show you monster marbles. You just want to shoot me, you morality policeman. I want to give you a job. Scotty, I've got a job. Taxi goes vroom, the wheels on the bus go round and round. Wait. So then. So, the taxi drives. What the fuck is this? Look at Elsouth and spoilers. Santa's still reading that. That's the problem, Scotty. Nobody clicked the link. Nobody clicked the link. The bots are back. Nobody clicked the links. I'm still on the second chapter. So if I just build a bridge... I need to hydraulic this, aren't I? Taxi and bus, hydraulic, boat, question mark, hydraulic truck. I think it's... But I've only got one hydraulic. I need to lift something up here, as well as have this get out of the way, but with only... How do I do this with only one hydraulic? I've got 46,000 budget, so I suppose we've got some money to play with. I already bought them on fucking famous, see you later. Oh god, that's got rid of Razor. That's one problem fixed. How do I have something lift up here while also lit? It's got to be something in this area, right, that lifts this up while also lowering that. I fucking love this little piece of music. Ah, it's so good. So what happens? Then that lifts, then there's a hydraulic phase. So I need that up and that down. Actually, that was quite convenient. But if that was a how do I make this with only one hydraulic? What does this look like? Now that's just gonna, that's always gonna snap that, right? Or if that expands, that pulls that up, right? Bad news, it was a scam. I'm fucked. I'm back here at rock bottom with you fuckers. Never mind. My dog has the... I was thinking if that pushes up, then that lifts this up. But it lifts it up and to the left, which is not wise, right? And it also needs a bridge on top. I feel like lowering this bridge like it did would be the play, but that needs to contract, which would lower that. What if... Put the hydraulic in line with the rope. This one. So if I put the hydraulic here... Just can't get it quite in line, unless it's... And then that contracts, which pulls this up, right, as opposed to down. And I need this attached to here like this. What does this do? I've lost my train of thought now. I had an idea that's gone. Fuck. That's not going to allow that to happen either. That's just the same, right? Although this is nice. That's not too bad. But I need it to be vertical, don't I? How do I get that to just go straight up with this hydraulic? Damn, this is tough. Oh shit, okay. We're in for it. This is why we can't have nice things. We ended up with Razorback. You need the bridge on the left to go down on the other side. Yes, potentially, baby. So, with one hydraulic, I need one side to go up while the other... So, can't you build something over the middle block with the hydraulic vertical? So if this is the middle block going blade, I need something over with a vertical hydraulic attached to... Where would the vertical hydraulic be attached to, Gunblade? I've only got one hydraulic for the record. Vertical over the flat. So if I had a hydraulic... So if I built like this... Let me just snap this back up. And then have the hydraulic like this. That would pull... That way, yeah, I see what you mean. So that would pull... That... Pulling that down, wouldn't that lift this up? Maybe expand. I wonder if this expands, if it lifts both out of the way. I mean, it looks good in terms of this. But this doesn't move. Why? If I remove them... Wait. That was a weight thing, right? Did this pull the whole structure down that side because that was a weight problem? This was heavier than that side. Ah, this is confusing as fuck. How do we do this with one hydraulic? I have this this vague image of a bridge moving in my head, but I can't work out how. Can you make 4 triangles on top where the hydraulic is attached? So this is, let's assume she means this is the top. 4 triangles where the hydraulic is attached to the left side of the middle and goes to the right. A triangle like this, baby. And have the rope on the left middle. And then what, another triangle like this? You'd have 4 triangles, right? And where's the hydraulic? Hydraulic is attached to the left side of the middle. To here. So this one faces the other way, you see. If the hydraulic stretched across there, which it can in the current Gwynblade Bridge. If they were pulled together, that would potentially pull the taxi up. While also, what, pulling the bridge up? Triangle are up and down. Not up and down. The triangle are up and down. The other way. I don't think it's a fault of the person giving me the instructions, or me necessarily. I think it's just a very difficult thing to give instructions in a scenario like this. I apologise if I'm a bit slow on the uptake when you guys have these ideas. The issue is this current setup is screwing me because its weight is a problem. I keep building things that are balanced. Kind of like the bridge triangles. Oh, you mean... What, like this? A triangle like that? Equilateral... with the point facing up as opposed to left or right? Why are you trying to pull up the side taxi? Because it needs to land here, Scotty. Or does it? No, wait. Hang on. Scotty's right. We might have this wrong. The taxi Oh, sorry. Yes, wait. The taxi needs to go straight up because it attaches here, then it turns around and goes up there. Sorry, yeah, I did have it right in the first place. Part of me thought, I was wondering why. I thought I maybe didn't have to lift it up, but it does have to lift up because it turns around and goes up there. And then this gets on that, turns up and goes up there, and then the truck goes... I don't know where the truck goes. Where's F go? Oh, F. F goes down there, so that's fine. Garths, welcome to the stream. Gives a quid to get over. Gives a quid, and I'll let you over that big bridge. You can nip over to Barton and realise there's an out there and come back. Garths, good afternoon. Whenever has been out there, it's just a shithole, ain't it? Full of that Lincolnshire folk. Fuck 'em. I understand every word. I mean, but unfortunately that was just normal English, but just heavily accented as opposed to having any specific lingo in it. There's a right bunch of rubbernecking cunts out that way. Then again, this accent's a bit more South Yorkshire than East Yorkshire. Yeah, I know I was telling everybody else, Kitten, that it was more just accent than any lingo. If anything sounded impenetrable. To buy some car a week from next Friday. Possibly, because I can't think of even a basis of where to start working out what a hydraulic could do. Tell you what I'm going to do. Because whatever the actual solution to this up here is different to... whatever the solution is going to happen up above the platform in the middle, so we can build what I believe to be the rest of the level out. So the point being that this needs to lift up and snap into here multiple times, but it has to be one hydraulic that controls both. You did one sort of this like before. Yeah, there's been multiple. I mean, the really hard level that I did a few levels ago was the one hydraulic bullshit as well, right? When I first moved here, there was this guy that would help with the vineyard, and I could not for the life of me work out a word he was saying. Yeah, Towns owns a vineyard, right, kid? Or his family do? I'll stop there and let Kitten elaborate. I don't want to give too much away if it's not public knowledge. I think, like Bybeat said, sorry Bybeat if I didn't manage to understand what you were saying, we'll maybe get to that point in the future, but I think we need, there's got to be some structure up here that is designed in a way that makes that lifts up as that goes down and vice versa, but with a single hydraulic. It's like something like this. And then Kitten is just middle class and goes to a vineyard every weekend. Like, I think this maybe needs to be... I mean, no, because that can't be vertical, can it? How do I get this to lift vertical? I suppose in an ideal world, let's. One way to do this might be to visualize what I am asking this bridge to do by making it do it an easy way that we don't have available to us. There you go. So I need to find a solution to have the bridge. 1 second. So I need some solution that makes that vertical movement possible, while also adjusting the bridge. Can I actually get that to snap? Because that was beautiful. The Yorkshire Police. I still think I've got something like really fundamentally wrong with how hydraulics work. Something I won't realise. I'll beat the game and not work out. How is that not snapping into place? I feel like I'm being shortchanged. Also, this doesn't look central. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Snap. Snap, you bastard. Why would you not... Why is that not snap? Oh. There we go. So then that goes across. That works. Then that should lower and snap into place. Then that goes across. Now, if I had another hydraulic, would have beat the level there, but I don't. So I need to work out some solution, some way where I can replicate this with that hydraulic. I need to... I mean... I'm talking shit. I'm babbling. I'm excited. Slow down, Stubbler. This is not Fallout. Can I replicate the same with just that? Easily. So how do I get that lift that perfectly with a rope instead of with the hydraulic moved over here somewhere? Fuck knows. I feel like there's got to be there's something that's pulling from over here, like I feel like there's a hydraulic here somewhere. I feel like it might be. I feel like this anchor point is more important than this one in this. Like having a hydraulic there. Wait, have I reused it? Haven't I? Having a hydraulic there. That just snaps this, doesn't it? No, because that would expand, which would lower. So, what if I had Ken Kitson, mate? Who's Ken Kitson? Ooh. For a brief second. I do, Tiny Green, yeah. Just the one hydraulic. That's good, though, look. Ooh, we're nearly there. Tiny Green, good morning. How are we? Oh, is that his name? From Last of the Summer Why? Is that the name of the police officer? The actor, I see. It's going cleaner than I know, right? Tiny Green, welcome to the stream. Good morning. So this... I think this might be it. Look, that's good. And then that has a lot of momentum pulling this way, which means... What if I had... The dingle dang... No, not a dingle dangle. What? That's ugly. Oh! 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 Hello? 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 Easy Green, welcome to the stream. Look! 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 I mean, it's not fucking perfect, but... This is... Hello? I just got hopeful all of a sudden. This feels like... I mean, this is not good enough. This could do with some work, but... All I have to do is get this thing on this side to snap into place and it's done. Well, that's not going to do it at all. That's not even going to go near as high, is it? How can I get this to lift that up higher? This side's... Wait, that broke. Stop breaking. This side is perfect now. I just need to... How do I make that go higher? Do I just build a bigger structure? This is the final level, by the way, if you're just joining us. What if I make this massive? And then we've got, yeah, a long lever, right? I'm almost over budget. No, that's made it lower. Wait. Is this actually going to help anything? This is not helping, is it?
My elderly relatives like to tease me at weddings, saying, "You'll be next." They soon stopped though, once I started doing the same to them at funerals.
Cardi, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the bits. Good afternoon, Cardi. Is a longer lever actually helping things? I don't feel like it is. Last level. Because that hydraulic's full length. How does... No, wait. Hang on. Wait. Right, where does this stop? I need to get... Smaller but more stable. How do you mean more stable, baby? Because it always gets to about that height, but I'm thinking... No. What would rope change? Because the length stays the same, baby. Both rope length stays the same, so whatever I make it out of, it stays the same length, right? I need to lift this bridge up higher. I'm so excited all of a sudden. We need to think of a way that I can get this mechanism to lift this up higher. Oh, stability. Yeah, the thing's stable as fuck, right? Make all of it down to the upper road. Make all of it down to the upper road move. This whole thing. Make all of it down to the upper road move. I was thinking of lowering this bridge to match, but it has to be big enough for this to get through, and I think it's picked this vehicle. The upper right angle iron, this. Or this. Seen one yesterday that made me think I was fooling around with an English teacher once, but I soon realised it wasn't going to work out. She kept complaining about my improper use of the colon. Instead of connect... sorry, I apologise, everybody. I don't know what you're all referring to. If you make it a triangle that lifts like the other side... What, so if I was to do this, baby? From where the rope's attached to the upper red box. Woof. Okay, so it doesn't like that. Oh no, that was just that that broke. Instead of connecting the wires to the hydraulics, can we make it... Hang on, let me go back to where I was before. I'm worried I go too far away from this point. Let me save this. So I'm getting a lot of different suggestions coming in now that are changing some relatively fundamental stuff. Single syllable word. Go. Dirt. That works. Because I know what WAP means, Chaz. Thank you very much. Trying to fool an old man, I see you. Okay, so instead of connecting the wire to the hydraulic, can we make the connection to the right point of the hydro? Because it's not meme culture, it's hip-hop culture. Losers. Trying to claim it's me. It stands for what a prick. So, hang on, Mindright says, make all of it down to the upper road move, upper angle iron, from where the rope's attached to the upper red box. Can you really call that hip hop? Oh, it's more than meme culture, right? But I know what you mean. What's a penis? Thanks, baby. I grew it myself. Sorry. Make all of it down to the upper road move. Make all of it down to the upper road move. From where the rope's attached to the upper red box. This red box? So you think I should make all of this move up? What if I was to... Hang on a minute, let me just test some stuff while I'm trying to think about it. This shouldn't change anything, right? Okay, that made it worse. Because it's all about this length, I think. If you make a triangle that lift it like the other side triangle. Here, you mean, baby? So if I make it... Didn't mean it by meme culture. I was surprised you knew what it meant in general. If it breaches into music, then I'm with it. Yeah, then I get it. Then it reaches me. If you know what I mean. I honestly, I'm struggling to work out what you guys are suggesting based on your descriptions. I'm just thinking, like, the reason I ask is I think, is there an angle of stuff here? Stubbler knows all about rap music. Shaggy, John Barnes, Robbie Williams, the whole fucking shebang. Share one. The best hip-hop reference ever. Share one. Can you move the top part towards left highest part? Here. So if I move it this way, I just worry, baby, that it crosses over the vertical line and then it just flops. Watch. Like this. So it has to be... I don't know if it's more than 45 degrees or closer to 45 degrees. Because this is so perfect. So it's at an angle the other way. Well, hang on a minute, why am I... Does this matter? Does making this longer help? No, this angle doesn't seem to affect anything, does it? Let's tinker with it for a second. What's it called? Scotty said dirt. There we go. See this? Beautiful. This is amazing, but this... These don't need to be hydraulic joints anymore, do they? Split joints. There's got to be some way. We are so perilously close. I just need to get these two roads from here just that little bit higher, and then it's finished. The game's finished. The playthrough's finished. Everything's finished. We're done. I just have to get this. I feel like we're incredibly close by accident. Let me just load in the actual dirt. There we go. Right, anyway, it's midstream break time, boys and girls, so let's... Let's find a place to pause it. We'll go for the midstream break. No, wait. Dirt's fucked. Did I actually save dirt in the wrong setup? You tit. Okay, well, we'll just... This is... Hang on, what am I doing? I'm getting flustered. I'm just trying to get a good view for the midstream break. I'm just trying to treat all of you people to a nice view, you know? Instead, you're laughing at me. Right. I'll let you enjoy this. 2 minutes.
wump 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 wump.
All been behaving, I see. Scotty, thank you for the bits. Santa, thank you for the bits. Easy Green, thank you for the bits. On a scale of 0 to Eric's sprinkler bits, what do you rate everybody's performance there? Eric's sprinkler bits being 10. Right. All we have now is, 80 minutes or so? So we'll just check. I don't think I'm losing my mind. Wait, what's up? Is it just me, or does this hot tub streamer look like Paul Chuckle? Is there a shadow under his nose or something that... Wait, what's this, Bybee? Oh, have you drawn something as well? There's a shadow that looks like a tash, I know what you mean. I thought there was some trouble in Wimblade. Hang on, I can't work out what I'm looking at. Oh, it's on an angle. So if the hydraulic... So you're suggesting, Bybee, if this hydraulic is here instead, or is that an older design? That was at 3:20. That was 10 minutes before the midstream break. All green, so 0. Yeah, you're right. Cardi says 0 as well. His green says 4.2. Alright, we're nearly there. All I have to do is somehow... Well, all you have to do... Got it by a bit, Roger. All you have to do is work out what's in this can. There is some way where this whole setup, I think, is capable of lifting. Of lifting this up high enough. What if I raise the pivot point? No.
Cream soda.
Cardi, thank you for the bits. Ooh, wait. If I lift this up, and then lift this up, that's not helping, is it? Kitten says Shandy. Bybee says lemon and lime. Easy Green says Pepsi Max. Scotty says Dr. Pepper. Cardi says cream soda. Mindright says ginger. Cellist, I would play along, but I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm too fried to try and work it out today. Alcarion says Diet Coke. Gwynblade says bog standard lemonade. Alright, this is... It felt like I might be onto something there, but now I feel even further away from the solution. If I build a little platform... Because we'd have to worry about budget on this, right? Not, it doesn't feel like it anyway. This gives me a bit more height to play with. But then I have to worry about the height putting too much strain on this... You see, because the higher it goes, the more it moves to the left. The answer is, ladies and gentlemen, a ginger beer. Mind right? Is that a 3 out of 5 this week? Well played. Taking over Chris Mann's role. Cardi, thank you for the bits, by the way. Scotty, Easy Green Santa, thank you for the bits during the midstream break. That in 600. That'll do. Oh, we're nearly there, but why? I assume we're nearly there anyway, it feels like we are. Thought the whistling was in game. I realised that my whistling is slightly off
I know
from
you
the music.
love my bits.
Easy. Yeah, the whistling is probably slightly off from the music because there is a minor delay on my video and microphone feed. I feel like the height at which this thing can lift is, but then that doesn't help it, does it? I think if I'm going to extend this out, I have to pull it out more horizontal starting position. But then that angle is incredibly tight for the hydraulic and probably snaps it, right? Snaps this row, because this is immediately. So this has to be of a certain height. But then the higher it goes, the less point there is in having it long, right? I just feel like I'm so close. Ah! So how high does this go? So my other idea was... another problem. I've got this bridge set up in a broken fashion now. It's set up with that beam too far to the left. See, if I could get it up a little bit higher, I could move this road down to match, but as it is, it doesn't... It doesn't what, like, it goes to about here, doesn't it? The bottom of the bridge part, and it should... I want it to go even at least to there would work. But how do I transfer... Do I make this have more height? Tinkering with this doesn't help, does it? Because it's all to do with the distance between that point and that point. But making that longer doesn't affect what I want it to affect. Now I have to worry whether or not my idea is failing because I can't work out whether how to do the solution, or whether or not my intended solution is impossible. Make the trusses smaller and would that affect anything, Scotty, do you think? Because it's that point and that point. Like all of the most important things, which is this and this, are the same. So this should effectively still get it to about here. But it was worth a try. It's all worth a try until we can find something that can just lift it up that tiny bit higher. 1 hour and 6 minutes. No, 1 hour and 11, should I say. This is it. This is the final challenge, and then not only have I done everything under budget, I've done it all unbreaking as well. Wow. So let me work out the science over here. So that contracts. I think this could use some work. Like if that was to contract, would that pull this with any more vigour? Still only reaches the exact same height, so that doesn't affect the height on that side. Nor should it probably, right? Because once this goes to the halfway point, that's as high as it will ever get. But what could change that? Does this starting position, is that affecting anything? Does that make it get higher than that point? Oh, again, that just increases this angle. Because once that angle is too much, like, I think it's over 45 degrees, make a bigger triangle instead of the single straight steel. So, okay, right, the way we'll do this, Binder, is this is option 1. Or this is option 2. Do you mean 1 or 2? The process of trying to get... So you say number 1. So if I build option 1 like that... So you mean that this means we can go lower than 45 degrees and I pull from here instead? Then I can get lower than 45 degrees on this angle. Is that what you're suggesting? Okay. It really doesn't like that, and I can't use cable. How do I imagine? Fuck off! Is a rope? Is a double rope a thing? No. Evidently not. Okay, so that breaks there. I just want to see if this actually almost nearly gets to where we want it to go. So that just... Why is it breaking that? Have I got some hydraulic fucked up? I'm so surprised it's putting strain on this lower section. Why is that? I'm also very nearly at budget. So that broke the rope. But then that's not going to do it, is it? The car hits the road from below. Yeah, true. Would that pull it away a little bit? Holy fuck, even worse. It has to be central, doesn't it? Or the car just... There's no balance, so... I wonder if it... What if it was like that? But then that would just topple it over, right? And that's going to lift it nowhere at all. Shit, this is tough. Is there a... Is there... Ooh, wait. Is there some... Because I did a load of spinny bullshit at one point, right? Hang on. What am I trying to think of here? What am I doing? Hang on. Please don't snap. See where I'm coming from with this? Like, but then this angle would need to be... And then that bridge wouldn't go down, would it? Because that's just pulling that across and not down. The section that moves on the right needs to start lower. This needs to start down here. So the pivot can move it farther, but the car needs to get onto it, right? So are you suggesting the car drops onto it from somewhere, mind, right? So this starts lower. Hang on, the section that moves the right. That whole process took a lot longer than I expected. What's cleaning the guitar fiddles? Or something to do with the bridge. The section that moves on the right. So that's this whole section, right? Is it this whole section you're referring to, or something up here? Just the lever. So this needs to start lower. So it needs to start down here somewhere, you mean? Just the lever. So this needs to start lower so it can lift up higher. That's the problem with the 45-degree thing, though, right? I think. No, the bottom of the lever needs to go lower so it can be longer. Alright, we're at maximum length for the steel, though, so I'm going to have to... So let's say we move it down here, right? Are you suggesting this? But with... I'd have to go double steel. Something like that, mind, right? Excuse the fact that it's a double steel, but we're just max length steel at that point. That surely won't lift it as high as before, though, right? I guess it's about the same. Maybe we can now go higher. But that still lifts it to the same height, doesn't it? Because this rope is... Okay, so that's the car hitting that again. So there is a maximum length this can be. Oh. It does feel like it's trying to take it higher, but this just becomes an issue. I wonder if we counterweight. We'll just finish restringing finally. Siddles and his grubby fretboard. So maybe we just go super counterweight. I think the way to counterweight isn't actually with steel, it's with more nodes, oddly. Because of our tests on that last level, right? Come on. It's always going to swing it that way, though, regardless of counterweight, right? And it's always going to bump into this and snap it. And then it's the bump that causes that to snap, because this is rocking around and gets stuck under the road. It's very hard to put this into words. Bybeat has been drawing... Like, if you look in Discord now, Bybeat has been drawing rough ideas. I could take a screenshot and and whatever idea you have, you can edit the screenshot. Do, 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 do. Yes, it's whole chicken. Shake. Ginger beer. The thing that I'm struggling with is where the limitation is coming from. There is a limitation somewhere here, but I don't know if it's on this side, or I don't know whether it's something to do with the length of the hydraulic, or it's the shape of this, or this point, or this point, or... I feel like this node is more important than we're giving it credit, than we're acknowledging. Not done it yet. No, I've done it, Scott, yeah, 7 times. Are you going to save the bridge or wipe out all vehicles? Are you going to save the bridge or wipe out all vehicles? Hello? There's just me and Mind Right left. She's got it in the trenches. Still trying to get this to work. Alright, this is... The trouble is this isn't really a puzzle in the game. This might be just our own problem, and there's another solution that can fix it. But if I can't get to that other solution, then... I'm trying to work out what I can do to change this so that this can be lifted up high enough. I feel like it has to do with either the... Because what... For some reason, whatever happens, whether this is longer, these two ropes are longer, all of this is longer, it always only goes to the same height. Is it to do with the length of the hydraulic, maybe? If it was to make a shorter hydraulic, what would happen? I feel like something's going to snap here because that angle's too tight. Will it go up to about here? Okay, so making that hydraulic shorter increases the problem. What if I make the hydraulic longer? It's always about length. And then that gets us to about the same place we've always been, which is not useful. So that goes too low at that point. If it's short, just be more aggressive. Christ. So we still can't get above the halfway point. The fact it goes to almost bang on halfway feels relevant somehow, but I can't work out how. It's like expended. What would this look like? I'm just worried about weight, because like you try and think of whether an idea can work scientifically speaking, and then you run into the problem of stress and strain getting in the way of being able to test your hypothesis properly. Then you don't know whether you would have got a negative or a positive because you can't make it work. You don't understand it well enough to make it work. See, there you go, look, right? This idea might be the right one, but because of breakage, I can't test it fully. So if you could turn on some sort of unbreaking mode or something where it would then allow you to at least test something so you can then work on making it stronger, but I suppose that would make the game slightly easier, right? And that would be not as fun. I keep thinking there might be a solution that involves like one of these dumb shit things that I've made in the past, which is like a big... Trouble is I'm near budget already. What did I do that for? I didn't mean to delete that. That's not even central, is it? It's not above this thing. Then make like a... I'm really over budget already. Which is fine, I suppose. We don't have to worry about budget until later, do we? There's over budget. Then that there and that onto there. But that just snaps this, right? Because the ropes are all of a sudden too strained. And this won't even go near as far as I want it to. That definitely snaps the rope, I think. Then, I suppose the second idea is... what does a big triangle up here look like? Looks like a big yes, I know. That pulls that down, but then that lifts that up to there, which is still only half the height, right? Doing math without numbers is indeed hard. Now I can't undo, which is a problem. Why can't I undo? Because I'm pressing redo. Right, let me load back in dirt. The alternative is to scrap this entire thing on the left and try and work again. Try and work it out again. Not politically. Although we maybe need that as well. I'm at a loss. If we was to change this fundamentally to try and fix it, or to try and start from scratch, yeah, that's just it, right, mate? I need something up here. Yeah, I guess. What are you just trying to explain the last hour's confusion? Because that does pretty much sum it up, right? The whole goal is to maximise. Is to make the movement on this side increase the movement on this side. What if I made like a fucking huge spike in the middle? That's a lot of fucking steel. And made that pull it. No, because that wouldn't barely move at all, would it? It was a stupid idea. It feels like just make this higher, but the problem, the major issue, so fucking. I think I'm trying to fix an unfixable problem at this point. Like the setup that I have is impossible, and I'm trying to think of a way to make it work. But I can't. The reason is there is what looks to be a kind of fundamental and relatively simple flaw in this. Not that the car falls in the water or the bridge doesn't work. But I can't work out which point is responsible for it. Like, something here is limiting the height that this can go. And I assume it's because this straight up... Like, this beam, vertical... Let me copy this. And then what's the rotate by degrees? So if I rotate this to there, that height, is that height the same as, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So even at maximum height, the bridge can only raise to there, right? Because that is this exact same length, but upright. So even in a perfect world, it could only go up to 6, but it can't because that needs to be central. Therefore, if that was up to its perfect height, the bridge would be here, which would be not correct. So there needs to be some system in here where the final point, this point, ends here. There. Somewhere. Or somewhere along this y-axis. But how do I do that with levers instead of hydraulics? So if it was to start there, I need a system that... We're maybe at the point where it would have worked, but we need... But it's... Oh, God. This is fucking stressful. Are we in agreement that this is right? Like, this whole movement thing and this part of the bridge is solid. The problem wait, what if... Let me just build this back up so I can see what happens here. So how far does that bend? So I'm assuming this raises back up nicely, but we'll never get a chance to see it, will we? Oh, it felt like I was so close before the midstream break. This is really difficult. I'm at that part now where I'm drawing a complete blank, but I can't actually think of a redesign. Like... So this hydraulic point ends sort of level with the top of the boat, and then what? About there-ish? If I put a plank of wood there to... So moving that to there, is there any chance? Is that height, maybe? What's that? If I copy that... Is that the 6 again that I was trying to get to before? Yeah, it is. All of these angles are the same. I just need to find the rule. Because then we can increase that, right? If I... Like, does that help in any way? But again, the higher this goes up, the more that this doesn't... Which then would require this to be longer. Long like a willy. But then that being longer and heavier puts strain on it and breaks it all, because double steel in that position, the game doesn't want it. Which then, to test, I could do double cable, but we've discovered that double cable doesn't really work in terms of pulling. They're just going to snap the bottom rung, because the bottom rung... Yeah. Ah! Why do I fucking subject myself to this? Imagine having like 15 people or whatever it is watching you struggle at the maths exam. Especially when you crap at it. Whew.
Less than 10.
I mean, I'm happy to get less than 101 at this point, Senna, frankly. I just need to beat it so we can run away over the horizon. What is the fundamental you're struggling with, Stubbler? See, if I was to fuck this off and double cable from here, I mean, this is just going to wobble all over the place and then fall down, right? It's going to tip. It still only gets to the same height. So if I was to bring that up to there. Again, that doesn't need to be a split shot anymore, does it? What if I just attach ropes to all of these fucking things? Other than it going over budget. So the height doesn't change, does it? Let me tinker with that rope. I think all this A1, A2 crap on the screen's confusing me into thinking there's more going on down here than there actually is. Right, let me just tinker with this height being different. Did I actually... Yeah. Oh, that's still a double wood, isn't it? See, that doesn't keep the bridge upright, does it? So I'm going to have to do this. But then I need... I'm going steel because it just feels... I could probably go wood and make it a bit cheaper. This just makes it even lower, right? Or is that higher? No, it's the same. Just as low. No, I'm out of ideas. Sorry, I appreciate that there is not a lot of streaming going on right now, but this being the biggest challenge of the playthrough so far, it's kind of just me. Do we think that this whole thing at the top is throwing me off and I need to think of another solution to get the height? Like... Either way, there needs to be something pulling that up. It's a pivot point. So it's all about this pivot point here, Scott, you think? What if the pivot point was down here and it was just a massive steel? Would that help in any way? I think it snaps this rope because it's too much weight, which is annoying. But then that point going up to, like... Yeah, you're right, kid. Sack thing. I'm so stressed. Because as we knew before, like, if I can get, I need to get like, if anybody's got a brain and can help me, and I'm asking a lot, I need this movement up that line to be vertical. So if anybody that's never played the game before, importantly, how could I get that movement to be vertical from this? Because it being on an angle is the problem. That's going to fall, don't worry, I just want to see what happens here. See, that still drops it exactly perfectly, which gives more of a pull. Might take 2 ropes tied to 2 different lever points if possible. But where would the lever points be, Chaz? That way they can balance each other out going up. So it would be more like this. But then they're both tied to levers. But I still don't understand how, like, it makes these points... I think the best way that I need to explain the vertical thing is these points need to only travel on the y-axis. No diagonals, no moving around, just up and down. But how the fuck am I going to make that happen? Because the force is always going to be... How do you transfer horizontal force into vertical force? Maybe the left one's shorter than the right. Then 2 levers coming from the hydraulic. With a hammer. A pivot, though. So here's the thing. If I was to have a pivot... So, ignore this red line, but if I was to have a pivot here, right? And and let's say that it's a shape similar to this, then I can move this across and this goes up. But that goes up in a quarter of a circle, right? Which does have a little bit of vertical, but I need horizontal to be turned into purely vertical. So without a turn, with an actual... Because all of these points on that pivot... Let's put the actual other piece in place. I can't, but you know what I mean? That anything that turns it... It creates movement on the y-axis, but it also creates x as well, as it turns, as it rotates. Sorry, Chaz, I'm struggling again. Might take 2 ropes. So let's go back to Chaz's. Might take 2 ropes tied to 2 different lever points. That way they can balance each other out going up. Maybe the left one's shorter than the right. Then 2 levers coming from the hydraulic. So 2 levers, like levers from here, Chaz. Somehow, coming from the hydraulic. With the attachment to the right, a longer lever. But that doesn't transfer the force to be vertical, does it? If you know what I mean. Oh man, this is so... Just drag it across, yeah. This is wild. Because I feel like if I can get this to work, if I can get one bridge to come up and the others go down, we've kind of beat the level. But it's just all about transferring the movement on the left into a system that raises the bridge on the right vertically, not dragging it left and right, but vertically. Like, because this solution just can't create the height that I need. And if I try and expand any of this, it just snaps. Hang on. Wait. What if the hydraulic on this side is the mother hydraulic, should we call it? And the movement of this one is what affects this, because this is a more complicated lifting strategy, right? Ignore this. Like how the game just refused to ignore that. Did you see that? Let me get rid of that and that. Just survive, please. Game, just give me a fucking second, can we? Right. Is that high enough? Okay, so that's nearly high enough. Let me just... What if we got spicy and had the hydraulic expand instead of retract? Contract... one second, let me just snap this in. If I can get this to snap into place. So then that is perfect, but I just need the movement of that hydraulic to... Can I get that to somehow affect this bridge? Like... But then that will just pull everything this way, right? I was thinking maybe like some solution where that lifting up does this, but then that just makes this go all wonky. And also that bridge is fucked. You see what I'm getting at though, maybe? I mean, if I could build a fucking bridge over the ship, that would be nice. But I don't think either of these have the strength to get up it. Wait. That would be some... Hang on. Let me save this as... Single syllable word. Single syllable word. Open it to play. If it opened it, if it expanded, it might not do anything. Shunt, says Roger that. Okay, so then this side's fixed. Like everything's going to work on that side. But what if I was to? I don't know why that's reinforced road. That's just asking. That's just unnecessary fucking budget. Surely this level's designed so that this isn't an option, because if this is possible, then this is silly. Dumb shit has been possible in this game before now. Might need lifting up just a smidge. The roughest arch in the world, but what I'm assuming is these cars can't get up a ramp that steep. I see, game, I see. One step ahead, are we? I see. Alright, so that's the thing that limits this design. It has to be, right? Can I go like this? Okay, this just takes it back to that, right? So what's a save over shunt? Is there a world where this design also works? Can I keep this... Can I transfer the movement of this hydraulic across somehow? Like if I was to have something here that acted as a... Like... Can I make that square somehow? Then technically that still goes up, right? But this also... Does that affect the movement? Does that make it swing out a little bit? Yeah, right. No, wait, why did that change things? Oh, I see. Yeah, that's never going to work, is it? Because this needs to go higher than that distance. Unless this just lifts up slightly. Like a windmill. Does that work because this is a bit longer? It does go high enough, but then it creates this that might be able to be used to lower the bridge a tiny bit. Wait, what if that was... Wait. What if that was rope instead? It still pulls and snaps, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it has to, again, there has just got to be some solution where this, I can transfer, What if this wait, let me, if I put that to there. Expensive, I acknowledge. But then I have the hydraulic here, which pushes, which expands instead of contracts. And then this rope is attached to that point. That surely topples over, okay. Gonna put the hydro horizontal somewhere where it pulls and pushes the bridges up. Well, I guess that was the original design, right? Like, oh wait, that. I'm just trying to. I'm just messing about to try and transfer force at this point. So my original design, Chaz, was to put the hydraulic here, like across there. So hang on. And then the pull of that would push or pull or do something down here. That way you keep the distance move the same across the X and the Y axis, maybe. Like... I think that would still be the lever though, right? It would be the lever tactic again. And this would have to be built on some... No, wait, that could just hang, couldn't it? And then... How would I have that there? I suppose I could just have it... If I built a triangle structure here like we had before, which I can't remember what that looked like now, probably something like that. But then contracting would lift... So this would be lifting the bridge as opposed to drooping it, right? But then I would need... this, but this be hydraulic, right? And then, oh, you fucking shit, a single pixel. Thanks, game. This would have to contract, and then we're at this point again, right? But I think that might the cable snaps, I think. So why did that happen? Because that broke. If that contracted, that pulls this together and this closer together. But then I'd have to get... We're in the same position as when it was down here, and this can't go up high enough because it's... keep having ideas, and then by the time I actually get to building them, I've like confused myself into forgetting what I was thinking. Where is it? That doesn't help, does it? Yeah, like now, I forgot what I was doing. I've immediately, like... Where was I? What was this idea? It's the angle... Me as well. Yeah. So if I could get that to be pulled, for this to go... to turn that whole thing 180, then that is the solution, right? I think. I'd have to work out this angle. But then how do I get that to pull? Because this just snaps this in half a second. And it gets nowhere near. We got about an inch. Awful. So I suppose lowering that helps, but then that just puts more strain on the cable. Yeah, we're getting about 2 inches there. Excellent. And that does the same, because all these angles are... It's about this movement, so it's always... That gets even fucking lower. No. I'd need this whole thing to be able to turn, but the hydraulic being where it is. What if the hydraulic was not where it is, but it was, please fit, it was here. And it expanded. See, that doesn't expand that low enough all of a sudden. But I might give more reach on this side. So if I went back to the lever strategy here... I love your what if nature, Chaz, honestly. Like it's... The fact you're here having ideas... I am all about it. It's just one of them things where it's probably a matter of time until one of your ideas pull it works. 1 second. I'm so invested. See, that just gets us to the same old shitty height as before. And then the bridge on the lower part breaks. Right, what are you saying? What if we have the hydraulic going straight, vertical, say at the flag? Can we have it pull down a pulley right above it? Have it go to another pulley pulling the car up where both pulleys make a 90-degree angles? You might have to draw that, Chaz. So the hydraulic goes straight up from here. This might go back to Bybeat's 2 triangle idea. Oh, I think Gwynblade had the idea of a vertical pulley here. So if the hydraulic goes directly up, that's at the maximum length. Chaz out here having powers of deduction and problem solving. I know, right? Stupid Chaz. Joel, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon. The bridge looks fine. Works as well as Facebook's live code. Why, what's happened to Facebook? Like this, Chaz, you mean? And then he says, have it go to another pulley. Can we have it pulled down a pull? Can we have it pulled down a pulley right above it? So where would this pulley above it be, Chaz? Here somewhere? Or here, or where? A square shape where the left is the hydro plus some rope. Top side more rope, then right side rope pulling up the car bridge. Yeah, I can't get that. I'm sure you're explaining it right, but I can't work out what you're saying. The hydraulic going vertical, we've got that, and have it pull down a pulley right above it. So you want this to contract, which pulls down a pulley. Do you mean having something like this? So it pulls that down. And then this side is pulls this up. I'll strengthen it. I'm just trying to work out your design. And then so much clicking. So that pulls down, which pulls this down, which pulls that up, and how can I make this strong? It's that, right? And that wobbles over to the left, which means, what am I... So that pulls this down, but I don't know if I'd be able to keep this up without it just tipping over. The bridge is like, you know what, I'm going to fuck you up. Wasn't sure how to I'm not sure how I would stabilise it, but it pulls down the top 2 parts of the square and lifts that up. I know what you mean. Ah! We were so close. I've got, what, 20 minutes left? I just think... I really think there's just some fundamental with this. Just some way to get it to lift up a tiny bit. Let me save over. Dirt, right? Because I think the height of the bridge, the height that this can be lifted, is entirely limited by the contraction of the hydraulic, right? So if the hydraulic contracts... See, how long is this hydraulic? Let me copy it, and then if I was to rotate it like this... I can't put it down because I don't have any more hydraulics. But that would then be... What's the halfway point? So it's... So 16. So 8 up is what? I can't move it, so I'm going to do it with my finger. So that is the halfway point. But it wasn't moving up 8 blocks, was it? Eric, we're on the last episode. Not last episode. The last level. I just need a way to get this, with only one hydraulic, to lift this little bridge section up to there. That's all I have to do. We're on the last, very, very last episode. I'll call it an episode. Fuck it. And then we finished it. It's my summer car on Friday. But Eric, good morning. Ah! This is a very final fucking level. It's down to me and Chaz, the last 2 brains left in the building. And we're both as clueless as each other. Fuck me. So this is the issue, right? This is as close as we've got. So this goes across, gets that, and then this needs to be lifted up and snapped into place up here, but it just won't... just a tiny bit of fucking fundament. Ah! So complex. There's no other hydraulic stuff, is there? No. Sorry, I'm just clicking it out. The only problem is I can't think of any other system at this side. It feels like there's maybe a solution where there's an entire frame or something that moves. Like if I had the whole thing up here. Like some system that hang on. But then would this even move with that, or would it just snap? Roger that. Because I guess this has got a lot of weight going on that way, right? So if I attach that to that, just to see if it gets across. See what I mean? Oh! That goes way higher. But then that doesn't go low enough. How do I make that go low enough? Save it now, save it now, save it now. Single syllable word, single syllable word. Single fucking syllable word. Single syllable word. Just realised why my idea is funky. Chaz, of course, works. Mine was based on the idea that rope can wrap around an anchor instead of connecting to it. Oh, that it can bend around. I'm with you, I'm with you. I don't like this, says Chaz. Right, what do I need from this now? Fuck you. What did I change? I need to get this to snap into place. Does this move? Yeah, it does. But that's good. Okay, so how do I make this go higher? Snap! Are we in the same position where I can't make this go any higher? Because it's based on this hydraulic length. It's here. The fix is here. It's not here, it's here somehow. That makes it contract more, which should expand this more. Ooh. Wait, no, that's made it worse. Shortening the rope, it keeps the same length, kit and a last. I know what you mean. Right, let me go back to when it was at its... Let me reload the Chaz bridge. Why did I save the Chaz bridge? The Chaz bridge is broken. That might fix it. I saved it in its broken form. Did I actually? The Chaz bridge was not the answer. Shit. The hydraulic has proven to be long enough to fully seat the bridge up. There's the loss of distance that happens from these big brain angles. What did I do? Why is the Chaz bridge broken? That's snapping all of a sudden. Why? Why is that snapping? That wasn't snapping before. What did I change? There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, that is tight. Wait. Do. Just fucking take the road over to match it, right? As long as this thing, that thing's not going to fit under that, is it? What the fuck is that? What did that do? You need to be 1.
Less than 10 with the Chaz bridge. Watching this when I first wake up. Might as well be in Chinese.
Eric, we've had a long afternoon. No, that one didn't need to be like that, did it? I forgot that brakes, but this should then turn around, drive and get to where it needs to go. This gets lowered. Does it snap into place again? No. Ah, you asshole. Why does this not work? Fuck off, bridge. There is a third car, but that third car, I don't have to worry about it, Chaz. It just has to go back across this bridge. The issue is that this doesn't fit under there.
I love that song. I think I might be Chinese. I think I might be Chinese. I think I might be Chinese.
I really think so. That's what I was going for, Eric. Fucking hell. Maybe if this is supported underneath instead of on top. And then I can get rid of that beam, and that might do it. That's not going to work. That's going to split. Fuck off if that works. Oh! Have a structure. Oh, like this, baby, yeah. So that goes across. The trouble is this doesn't snap back into place like it was at the start, and this is still the issue, but that's fixed. Right. Save bridge, Chaz, yes. But this still doesn't go high enough, because this fucking pillock's too tall. Is there a hydraulic controller on this level? No. No, there isn't. Fuck, that would have been good if there was. So, here's the issue now. Aha, so sort of. So that works. This snaps into place, but why does this bridge not go down the way it went up? And obviously this fucking problem as well. Bah! Because that's just going to smash into that now, right? No. So that does snap onto there. That drives across. Then that goes back down. If I could get that to attach. Oh shit, what did I just do there? That was a mistake. Wait, what? Try something other than rope just one time. Where, baby? Sorry? Up here, you mean? If I made that a steel? Snap. Ooh. If you're up here. But here. Where? This bit, you mean? If that snaps onto there, we might be in the money. I forgot about that! Fuck, I've got 7 minutes! It might snap easier. What, if it's not wobbling? I see what you mean, you may be right, baby. Yeah, let me try it after this. So then that goes back down. That snaps onto there. Which then, this just hits that, which causes all this strain. And then this boyo comes across, who is actually technically too heavy, but we can fix that in the future.
Give it the old 1-2, then a bit of the old Repa-derp.
Repa-derp? Okay, let me put this onto here. So Bybit suggests using this. It might have to be multiple words, Wimbly. It seems to act similar, Bybit. I mean, the solution... No, because this needs to be like that. Can we not shorten the top brace to even out the rope? Shorten the top... So, from here, Chaz, drag this node left. So it's straight. Like that. I'm a fan of Chaz, I'll be honest. Chaz is the man. Chaz is the one. Invest in Chaz coin, boys and girls. Alright, this does look a bit smoother, and it gets it higher as well, technically. Let's go Chaz coin. Everybody invest in Chaz coin. If only I put this much effort into my actual shop. This is better, but it's still not high enough. I mean, it still needs to work, Cardi. It would screw Mazak, which I'm all about. I think this needs to be moved across. Wait, what? Stop! I need to grab that. I don't want the stream to end. Snap. Okay, so it wants to be what? Down here somewhere? If I can get this end to snap, I'll remove this dingle dangler in a second. But you want to extend the stream to get this to work? Hang on, everybody's saying we do and no we don't, and I've now forgot what I suggested. Oh, you do want the stream to end, I see. Thanks, Diddles. That's gonna snap and fuck this whole... Ah, you bitch! Wait, we're getting there, we're getting there. I can't believe I just built some stupid bullshit up top and it started to make everything work all of a sudden. Now, I need this to survive. Don't break this, please. You old bastard. What is this guy on the left doing? We just met this guy and he's already causing problems. Does that not snap back into place? Does this not snap back into place? No, it doesn't. What the fuck is that? What? How? How does that not snap back into place? What do you mean? What? How is that not... Why is that not... I've not got the budget for this. I've got 2 minutes left. I'm so close. Just don't break. That's all I ask. Just don't break. Just don't break, game. Just don't fucking break. Press 1 to extend the streams. And now I'm over budget. Trim, welcome to the stream. Why do you not snap? That's just going to be always a problem. Like, I can't keep babysitting this. I need to get it to snap. I can't make it any lower, can I? What does rope stretch mean, man, right in this instance? Does rope stretch? Maybe what I do is, with this little bit of budget, I don't have cable mines right now, unfortunately. Fuck! I wanted to catch it with some of this. We're so close. I'm like, if this snaps, we beat the level, we beat the game, and we play My Summer Car on Friday. I've gone over time. Could that be steel? Because steel doesn't. If that snaps, maybe it might with steel. No. Okay, so for some reason it doesn't go up as... Is it because... Finish this next week and do monster marbles. The thing is, Trim, is I'm trying not to let... Like... Marbles today... Basically, like, we've sweated for 3 fucking hours to try and get this game beaten today. And we are so close. I'd rather that than make sure Marbles is on time today. Could you have a rope to that side as well? A rope from where, baby? Those golf is on time. Taxlight, welcome to the stream. Trim, welcome to the stream. I want my pudding. That's pretty much exactly what it is, Gwynblade. Middle to left. To middle here. To here. To here. Like that. 2 ropes. Nice lady will be right there with it. And a nice warm blanket, Gwynblade. Wait, that didn't drop nearly as far as it should have. I'm throwing this into the drive to my uncle and I get a call to say I've just tested positive. He just tested positive for COVID. Shit. Unfortunate cellist. It just won't snap. If that snapped there, I'd beat the level and beat the game. Ah! And I know there's people that are only here for marbles, and I'm kind of concerned that I stress them out. Cellist is, but... Yeah. Cellist, you've got like 10 times the antibodies. Cellist did beat the tube as well. I really want to extend the stream, I'll be honest, but I suppose I can't, right? Thankfully I can stay at my cousin's around the corner, but it's still not ideal. Wait, Cellist's not in for golf. We've taken Cellist's brown, and we're gonna take his woods. Maybe it's bugged, maybe a quick reload will change it. I don't think it is bugged, Chaz, because if you look, it just doesn't... It goes back down. Unless... Wait, one thing I might try is lowering it by a pixel and then just putting 2 roads in here. Then that should still work. It should still lower the same, and it should raise the same. No, because it'll still raise a pixel too low and it won't attach, right? It just doesn't snap. It doesn't go back up as far as it goes. There isn't some bullshit like this thing affecting it, is there?
Is this guy really still on this level? Well, good.
I'm extending out just a tiny bit, Chris, man. Again. So, how do I mean, I could make a little thing here and then have a little wall brace. The snap points are correct, Siddles, yeah. At 1% over budget. Fuck off, game. And then that to there is the solution, I think. That's alright, that's alright. See, that lowered an inch. If that snaps in, which it might now. Oh! Wait, please don't snap that. This fucking dickhead in this game. car on the far left, I hate. See, now that won't snap because the wall braces. I'm going to have to do this next week, boys and girls. I'm sorry to everybody that's been watching and been invested for this whole thing. But this is, I think this is a next week problem. It pains me to say. Chris, man, it's bad.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Hang on.
Absolute fucking fiasco.
On marbles is fucking late. Good late, thank you for the bits. Chris, man, my love.
PQRS.
That's got to be cellist, right? I want to see that if this hadn't have broken, I want to see whether this level would have been beaten today. I still have this bit to fix thinking about it, so it probably wouldn't have worked, but is this going to be strong enough to get him across? Alright, we're across. Hang on.
You have permission to go for another hour if you delete cellist.
So that snaps to there. Then this comes down. I'm sorry, boys and girls, if you missed marbles, but I'm too excited about this level. What's happening? Oh, this can't get under that, can it? I forgot that whole problem again. Shit. Then that lowers. Ah, it's nearly there! So that turns and goes, so I'm desperate. Ooh. If that snaps onto that, that would be beautiful, but I don't think it will. Ah, then it just doesn't go that extra mile. Is there a way that I could stop this from... We're over budget anyway, so I have to fix it next week regardless. Now that's too heavy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody think of a single syllable word that isn't fucking scatological or childish. Hat. Perfect. Hat. That'll do. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I apologise for delaying marbles slightly, but you can see why I would want to do it. Imagine 97% in a game. That all depends on whether I'm going to beat it very quickly next week, Trim. We'll see. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it is looking kind of like I might, maybe, maybe might beat the game next week, but for now, I've run flat out of time. I've delayed marbles by far too long. I have made a terrible fool of myself, and we're playing Polybridge on Friday. Boys and girls, if you'd like to see more Polybridge, you know exactly where to find it. Right here, on Friday, at the times listed in the schedule section down below. But for now, I apologise for delaying marbles. So let's get on with it. Boys and girls of the Doomhaus Discord, you know full well how this happens. I assume there's nobody in here that is new. So what we'll do is... Spoiler, he won't beat the game next week. We'll see. Right, Soulwager, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. But for everybody in the Doomhaus Discord, it is time to do stupid Doomhaus bullshit, and I'm going to put a crown on somebody's head. Ladies and gentlemen, Trim, did you just add a 97 emote? Because legend. Yeah, no, it's a Trim joke, and I actually made that fucking emote. Thank you very much. Actually, no, Eric made that emote. Trim just co-opted it. I gave Trim permission to use an emote Eric had made. Right. Boys and girls of the Doomhaus Discord, I am sorry that Marbles is late. If you're in the Discord, if you know the greens or the oranges, all that rubbish, if you're in the Discord, you know who... the password is failure. Go. I'm rambling again. Spell it right. Let's say slightly smaller, we'll go 16 marbles, I assume. I predict today. Right, of course you have to be in the Doomhaus Discord. You have to know which side you fight for. We've got Trim. We've got Kit. We've got 12. We've got Chris Man. Scotty. Ladies and gentlemen, the best of the Worm Olympics highlights will be released at the end of this. A 50-minute highlight recap of the Worm Olympics, and I might add, it's kind of good. Everybody that took part, you are in it doing something both stupid and something amazing. And I'll give you the link at the end of this. We've got Bybee, we've got Razor, we've got Siddles, we've got Lundios, welcome to the stream.
Wriggly Cellist.
Cats, welcome to the stream as well. We've got Cardi, we've got Shake, Mina.
This guy, plugging his own content.
On the own content, right? Alkarion, Eric, Mindright. I think that's why I'm the worst ever person for marketing, right? We've also... Where the hell did you lot come from? Because the only place I ever plug this content is in areas where people already are. Like, I plug it... The only place I plug the stream is inside the Discord. Where you all know what it is anyway. And on the stream that you're already watching. Easy Green and Chaz and Gwynblade. Is that everybody? Right, so we have... Just call out because I might have missed some people here. I was discussing and talking some bullshit. We've got Trim, Kitten, 12, Chrisman, Scotty, Satan, Tagslack, Cellist, Cats, Bybee, Razor, Siddles, Lundios, Cardi, Shake, Mina, Alkarion, Eric, Mindright, Santa, Easy Green, Chaz, and Gwynblade. 12 oranges, 11 greens. First person to pick a number, 2, 1, piece of
Gwyneth.
Eric says 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tundra Tumble is the name of the level. 24 marbles enter the race. The current scores are 192 to 208. We have only a 16-point lead. 23 marbles enter the race, I think. I'm clustered. And we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Greens are 16 points. I don't think it's been that close for a very long time. So the greens have a chance of doing some real damage. Mina is the record holder with 95 seconds. Can anybody beat her on the level Tundra Tumble? Person of the Century of the Weekend, a golden name in Discord, and a chance to get the lead ahead of stream racers. Oranges, if we could do this, it would be very, very good. Because if the greens got 2 points, then they're going to cancel out our evident golf win. Who's golfing, by the way? Are we going to have a tiny golf, or a big golf, or a small golf, or a little golf, or a wide golf?
The Worm Olympics was actually pre-recorded by me and then sent to Stubbler for streaming. Any donations, you know the deal. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, you name it. I will wait.
I recommend all of the above. Chrisman played every single worm in the Worm Olympics. Hope someone decent wins today. It's been ages. Well, Easy Green is in the lead for the greens. Santa, left side, green. Siddles, Chrisman's here for the oranges, looking to extend his lead out even further above. Is it Shake and Kitten in second, or Shake and Cardi? Chrisman's desperately trying to get into the lead. Easy Green still in the lead. I think Siddles on the left side. Easy Green, green. Siddles, orange. Santa, green. Can Easy Green get out of the tumbler easily? He can. Chrisman, get out of there. I'm actually stuck in the tumbler. I've managed to make my way out. Bybee, Siddles can't get the drop. Scotty, where the fuck did Scotty get that momentum from? Did Scotty just win Person of the Century of the Day? Oh, not Scotty. Oh, not Scotty. Not Scotty. Oh, I don't want Scotty. Ah, oh, not him. Oh.
Suck it, nerds.
Scotty for the greens. Wins the greens 193rd point. Greens, if you win stream races, I'm deleting Cellist. It's okay, this time next week Scotty will be buying me a beer. I'm hearing so much about this that you guys are all going to sit and finger each other in down Parkway Drive. Look at them all, they just sit and talk to each other. Yeah, buy him an half. Scotty for the greens is your person of the century of the day. Easy green, green. Eric, green. Siddles, orange. Mindright, orange. Cats, green. Shake, orange. Baby, orange. Alcarion, orange. And Santa for the greens. Look at him this time next week. So excited. Tax-like, what you do? Actually, Tax-like's delayed because we know the greens are all losers and they've got very low patience. So what he's trying to do is just stall so the greens take. You know what I mean? Tax-like, just. I would also like to be deleted. It'd be nice, right? Right. All there is left of the week, a confusing week, but a good week, is 3 rounds of stream races. Scotty, let me just move over here. Take the crown from Katz's head. Place it firmly on the head of Scotty's. Scotty. Which makes it Scotty's 12th point. Scotty ties Katz in 4th place. So I'm just going to press this. I'm going to pause the music. I'm going to open this. Are you ready for the Friday music? Are you ready? Probably not golfing, but I do have the laptop. Roger that. So you said Bybeats golfing, Chrisman golfing, Kitten golfing, Siddles golfing. Lovely. All orange golf. How about that for some weekend music? Ladies and gentlemen, all we're going to do now is 3 rounds of stream races to hopefully get the oranges a point. Oranges just win 2 rounds. Greens? Ladies and gentlemen, I pressed the wrong button. Don't type race. Oh, that's going to confuse everybody that just typed race. Don't type race. Don't type race. How do I get back? Can I not get back? Okay. I'll just turn it off and reopen it. Okay. Play anyway. Unable to sync it in. I put it on no collision. Imagine playing without collision. The drink, Chrisman, it's Little Orange.
Fucking idiot.
We are now on arcade mode. Boys and girls, if you'd like to compete in any of the 3 races, you must type race at the start of each one. Like now. Type race, 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 race. Mindright, Lundios, Cellist, Siddles, Tags like Chaz, Chrisman, Cats, Eric, welcome to the stream, Gwynblade, Eric, wait, Gwynblade, Easy Green, Eric, Shakes in, Alcarion, Satan, Cardi, Bybeat, Scotty, Kitten, Mina, in. Roger that. Right. 2 good strong wins from the oranges early. Santa in. I do not like the idea of saying that the greens are only 14 points clear. Oh god, this is stressing me out now. This queen thing is going to screw everything. If it ends up with like 10 to 15 points going into final week, we're fucked. Because the oranges don't have the... And then again, if you watch the video that's coming out very shortly, you'll see that the oranges do have some luck sometimes. Right.
You fucking addict, that's no little orange. You fool. You sexy, sexy fool. I hate and love and hate and love and hate and love you. Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. I like stop it. That might be the new calm down. Fuck. Right, if you've never seen me do this before, we'll focus the front car and face backwards. Lundios, however, already is in the lead for the greens. Razor 2nd place for the oranges, Santa 3rd place for the greens, Satan 4th place for the oranges, Cat's 5th place for the greens. Is he not the leader? Alcarion's the leader! I didn't realise Alcarion had got out ahead of him. Lundios falls as Alcarion for the oranges is the one in the lead. Satan, good spot. A boom comes in from Santa, which takes out Santa.
Exclamation mark boom.
Wait, if Santa lands that, Santa's considered in the lead. Tell me Santa doesn't get away with that. He doesn't.
Typical royals, fucking the peasants, even in death.
Well put. A boom comes in from Santa, takes out Kittens. Alcarion's still in the lead.
Exclamation mark boom.
A boom comes in from Kitten, up into the air. Alcarion's leading, for fuck's sake, I just bought bits to try and boom Oh no! Santa's in the lead now. Okay, Alcarion's been pushed out the way. Santa did actually get away with that. He boomed himself pretty much into a position where he could get the overtake, but he's hard-coned. Alcarion getting his reboot. Santa in the lead for the oranges. Alcarion 2nd place for the greens. Santa immediately screws Alkarion. Santa is clean in the lead. Gwynblade second place. No, Alkarion back second place. Santa in the lead for the greens. Alkarion second for the oranges. Gwynblade third. A boom comes in from Shaker, which takes Chaz out.
Santa boom.
Oh, Chaz goes up. Alkarion's trying to stick his landing. Santa's struggling. Can Alkarion land it? Some big stunts from Alkarion, but it might not be. He's done it. Alkarion back in the lead. Gwynblade second place. Alkarion expertly done. Santa takes himself out. Mindright's here in third. Gwynblade is the only hope for the oranges. Thank you for the big bit shake, Santa. I appreciate it. Cardi, thank you for the bits. Alkarion has trouble. Mindright might be able to help Alkarion round the corner. What a bit of fucking teamwork from Alkarion. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Collision's on. Mindright helps Alkarion round the corner so he doesn't have to rely on his respawn. Alkarion gets first place thanks to an enormous Mindright assist. Gwynblade second, Mindright third, Eric fourth, and the oranges take round one. Santa booms Nina right at the death. This is the way. There's such a fucking... Good luck getting a long jump out with this. I'm surprised if anybody even gets to the jump. Okay, technically nobody's won the long jump yet because nobody's actually made it to the jump. Everybody's just piling up at the exit. Is this going to make it so that people can't actually finish? People are respawning but can't finish. Everybody's trying to go for last second boosts. Cats, look at this shit here. Eric goes flying. There's collision problems in there. Someone's going to the moon. Lundios goes for his boost right. Technically, Lundios might have... Lundios has got the furthest, but I don't know if that counts as a long jump. Absolutely chopped. Greens win round one. All the greens have to do is win one of the next two, and they take the bonus point as well as marbles. Type race now. Go!
That was the way. Used my last bit on you, now I have to buy more. I wish your face could feel the nice impact of my pennies, but laughter and shit will do, I guess.
Chris Man, thank you for the bits.
Stop
right.
it.
Fuck. We're Lundios, Mindright, Eric, Razor, Mina, Cardi, Kitten, Chris Man, Cat, Siddle, Scotty, Satan, Cellist, Eric, Bybit, Shake, Chaz, Santa, Easy Green, Tagslack, Alkarion, Gwynblade, all in. Best of luck, everybody. This is a lot of green from what I can tell. Oranges? You know? Just don't be shit. Simple as that. Fucking stop it, goddammit. Chris Man, thank you for the bits. Ladies and gentlemen, best of luck. Oranges, you know what to do. Okay, that's a lot of early good boosts from the greens. Gwynblade takes Chaz out on the Santa out on the corner. Chaz is free. Chris Man, what a beautiful second place position he is holding. Whoever gets a straight jump might be in the money here. Chris Man goes into the crowd, kills 10 families. Chaz gets the landing.
Exclamation mark boom.
A huge boom comes in from Cardi, which takes, I think, Easy Green out of third place. Cardi, thank you for the massive bits. Chaz in first for the greens. Chris Man in second place. Eric takes Chaz out. Eric takes Chaz out. Chris Man takes the lead. Eric was struggling on the level and he just went a bit wide. Chaz smashes straight into him. Santa takes that Mindright.
Exclamation mark boom.
I don't even know where Mindright is, but Chris Man's clear. Chris Man's clear. Chris Man could tie it up. Lundios is trying to get some an advantage in the back. Cardi spins out. I think Lundios might have just knocked Cardi out a second. Razor second now for the oranges. Mina third for the oranges. This is looking good. Okay, well, this might go to the third round. Chris Man's nervous, might start sweating. He says, Chris Man, I think this is already looking good. I've just got a sneaky peek, and guess what, Chris Man? Chris Man for the oranges ties it and takes it to the third round. Right. This would be a good move to completely demoralise the oranges. Now we can come out of today 3 points clear. Chris Man, well played.
So fucking easy.
Lundios with a monstrous boost. He has technically not beat the level. He's still moving. Bybit not beat the level. Eric goes flying. Did Eric beat the level? Did Tagslack beat the level? Eric did. Eric is currently winning the long jump. Or is Lundios? No, Lundios finally did beat the level. Yeah, he did. Lundios is in the lead. Scott is falling. Is anybody going to time their boost better? Eric's got some distance. He's just falling. Lundios is your long jump winner. Lundios, this is not Kerbal. There's no need to go to the moon. Says you in the best of, Mina. Here comes Mindrake. Can he beat the level? Mindrake, get the speed, the tenacity. Go on. Just. Mindrake, well played. We'll never know, even if I make it to the line. You did. First round was green. Second round, orange. No, wait. The oranges have won. Didn't it? The oranges just won. Both orange, we win. Alkarion took the first. I didn't realise. What the fuck? This is a Stubbler round. Alright, I'm getting in. Boys and girls, join me. Tight race now. Race. Sorry, Alkarion. I thought there would be. Lovely. Type race if you'd like to join me for the Stubbler round, boys and girls. The oranges win the bonus point. Good shit. 209 for the oranges. Chris, man, well played. You just won us the point. I thought we was taking it to the third round. Alright. I wondered why people weren't joining in so fast. I was like, hang on a minute, is this the Stubbler? It is the Stubbler round. Idiots. Shake, what do you think?
Greens. Get shit on.
True. Right, boys and girls, this is the Stubbler round. The only card that matters here is me. If I win, the oranges get a bonus point. If anybody else wins, it's irrelevant. Can I get in the top 10 early? That would be nice. I can. 7th. Is that me? 8th.
Exclamation mark boom.
A huge boom comes in from Santa. He takes everybody out. I don't think he took me out with that, though. That was massive. Razor's gone flying. Shake currently in first place. Where am I? Am I last? Am I actually last? No, Chaz is last. Imagine being Chaz, you know? Imagine being last in stream races instead of second to last. I can't film my car because I'm Thank you, Kitten. Yes, Kitten, yes, this is the way. Eric and Santa for the greens blocking me off.
Exclamation mark boom.
Yes, Santa's taking himself out because he's shit. Eric, I'm going to need you to step aside so I can get around. Look at Eric blocking me for the greens. Eric, why? The boom comes in from Santa, takes out Cardi.
Exclamation mark boom.
And am I ever going to do anything in a Stubbler round ever again? This is just a mess. I'm sorry, everybody, for having to watch the Stubbler round. Santa, thank you for the big bits, by the way. Thank you for the massive bits just before. At least I can maybe beat Satan. The level's still not beat somehow. Come on, Stubbler. What is this? This is awful.
Greens.
Yes?
Greens.
I give up. Fuck this game.
Why do you even bother existing at this point? Losers.
Cats apparently is fucking dominant. This is the overall leaderboard that I just thought I'm going to check. I never realised Cats has had 20 stream races wins. Gwynblade's had 19. Mindrake in 3rd overall. Chella's 4th. Santa's in 5th. Chrisman over here with his 11. Good old you, Gwyn. I know, right? What do you mean 0? They added this after I got my, this was all different. They added, this is a... It's actually 10 points for a win, so Cats has 2 wins. So how can you get 2? Is that 8th? Anyway, boys and girls. Cats, well played. I'm going to press this, and this, and this. This. this, and this.
Did I miss a page in the guidebook? Are you planning on an early death? Cat eat your clock. Heard Razor last night say he stuck to the stream because you had a schedule and decided on shrinking the house.
Olga, welcome to the stream. Boys and girls, may I present to you the Doomhaus Worm Olympics 2022 highlight video. I must admit, I shrunk a 15-hour tournament into 50 minutes, and it's pretty fucking good. If you took part in it, enjoy that, because it's fucking dumb. Does that link work? I hope it does. Enjoy that, ladies and gentlemen. This was a pain in the ass to make, but hopefully it's worth watching. I appreciate everybody being here today, ladies and gentlemen. Danish Island, there is some heroic performances in that. I think all 32 people that competed in the Worm Olympics in 2022 that are in that video doing some incredibly dumb shit and some incredibly good shit. Like, everybody is the hero and villain of their own the story of the Doomhaus 2022 Worm Olympics, so enjoy that. Olga, welcome to the stream. Your person of the century of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is Scotty for the Greens. The Oranges then took street races with some swift action from Alkarion and Chrisman to keep the scores tied firmly at 193 to 210, right? 210? Is it 210 or did I already add the orange point on? No, it's 209. Okay, I'm having to remove an orange point now. What a fucking mess. That's your next hour sorted. Are you golfing, Olga, right? We're wondering whether or not you're about for some GeoGuessr and that kind of shit. Right, I'm getting out of here. Good shit. Olga, everybody that's golfing, I will see you in 2 hours and 30 minutes. But for now, if you'd like to compete in any of this crap, there'll be another stream races at the end of next Friday's stream. We will hopefully have beat Polybridge by that point.
The Greens will sit and watch back the Worm Olympics back and try to study where it all went wrong. But all they will see is that they are indeed losers. It's okay though, Greens. Some of the best people in the world were losers like...
Who?
Shit.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No,
Get
okay.
shit on losers.
Truth. I will see you tomorrow, on Monday, for the continuation of Fallout.
Shut up, Sandals.
Sandals. Fuck me. Alright, you can host the guesses, Roger. That's really tickled me that for some reason, even though I've heard it before. Fuck me. Right, boys and girls, thank you all. I will see you all on Monday.
Oh, Trump was a loser.
There we go. Yes, exactly. So you're a lot like that. Thank you all for the bits today. Thank you for the massive bits during stream races. Thank you all for the love and the support and just being here this week. I will see you on Monday for more Fallout and on Friday for the hopefully finale of Polybridge. But for now, thank you all. I love you all very much. But I'm getting out of here. Oh, Siddles, you're streaming later, right? Chrisman streaming as well. Keep an eye out for either of those two streaming what I assume will be raucous golf, even though it might be... Actually, there was quite a lot of people in for it tonight. But for now, anyway, everybody shut. I'm getting out of here. I love you all. Siddles, Auger, Eric, Chrisman, Razor, Kitten, Gwynblade, Bybee, and everybody else that I can't see. Chrisman streaming right now? Oh. Enjoy Chrisman's stream, ladies and gentlemen. Chrisman, I have to fly, so I'm going to get out of here at lightning speed. If you are streaming right now, which I hope you are, because the raid's coming anyway, I hope you have a brilliant stream, Chrisman. I love you very much. I will see you for golf. But everybody, basically, get out of my house and pay attention to Eric's final word, which I'm not quite sure I can pronounce. Obdurateness? Optimus Prime.